Flooding is one of the greatest disasters that perennially occurs and affects many river catchment areas in the country. With about 40% of water bodies in southern Africa located in Zambia, prospects of disasters are always high with increased intensity of rainfall. River areas such as the Zambezi floodplains, the north and west banks of Zambezi and Chavuma districts, as well as Mwandi and Siyoma districts, among others, remain prone to disasters. Mbeta Island in Siyoma district and Kasaya area in Mwandi district or in Western Province are prone to flooding and disasters. Being on lower altitude than other islands on the Zambezi River, the 42-kilometer long and 20-kilometer wide Mbeta Island is home to over 2,000 predominantly Lozi-speaking people. The island continues to face perennial flooding when the Zambezi River banks burst following intense and persistent rainfall in the area. Warning the island of approaching floods has always been a perennial dilemma for the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit DMMU. Regrettably, many a time the island gets submerged, disrupting the traditional way of life of the people. When crops, homes, and houses get destroyed, the islanders reluctantly succumb to DMMU supervised evacuations to the mainland until the floods recede. But the islanders are ever adamant about leaving their ancestral homes. However, the DMMU wants communities like Mbeta Island and Kasaya area to play a significant role in averting and managing disasters. The DMMU is of the view that communities should be warned well in advance to move to safe havens before disasters happen.
Early warning is very important because early warning will avert or mitigate or prevent any impending disaster. This equipment here is very key in the sense that the communities will be warned well in advance of the impending flooding and be able to move to safe havens.
The Zambia Information and Communication Technology Authority, ZICTA, working in partnership with the International Telecommunications Union, ITU, sourced 2 flood warning devices at a cost of over 300,000 Swiss francs, roughly over 300,000 United States dollars.
Zambia is a member state of the UN, and the UN agency responsible for ICTs is the International Telecommunications Union, of which Zambia is a member state of. The ITU has project support for member countries. During some of the meetings that we had with International Communications Union as ZICTA, we did express the need for ITU to assist Zambia because we were prone to flooding in certain areas. And they asked us to do a project proposal, which Zambia Information Communication Technology Authority, ZICTA, of course, prepared and sent to ITU.
The first of their kind in the country, the flood warning sirens were installed in Western Province at Mbeta Island in Siyoma district, as well as at Kasaya area in Mwandi district. The sirens can be triggered by a sensor receiving transmissions of rising water tide in the river, or manually from the control tower across the river at Kanja Primary School.
This is our tower here, it's showing 201. The name of our tower is 201. It's where the siren is, and this is our control room here. So we are sending a signal here. This thing is self-adjusted, self-computerized. It's able to send signal on its own, regardless of the control room. Yes, somebody can only send a signal if you want to send an emergency message to the people on the island. But then, on its own as it is self-automated. It's able to send a signal, it's able to detect the water levels outside and show here in the control room, and self-trigger. It triggers itself, and the people on the island are able to get a message before even the control room gets involved. A message sends itself, and people are ready to evacuate or to get to know the status of the floods at the time. Then what happens is here in the control room,
The siren can also be used for other communication purposes to serve the social and health needs of the surrounding communities.
The system here is not just working for floods. You can actually use it even just to announce any other information. So apart from warning the communities around, you can equally inform the communities about either the flooding, the drought, any other, even announcing messages relating to cholera or any pest infestation. So it's not just the flooding, but it covers it.
The installation of the flood warning system has got the islanders excited about the development.
Mafaa kusilezo ya luna ndakwenda kulimezi hata batolombola luye
Government irutusize kurutiseza sairini yefa kabakala myunda yeruterangamo myunda ayirupatisa yona sairini yako na kulubonesa kulifaa luma danger.
Will benefit our people, especially in this island, because there are two things involved in here. Number one, in 2009, the people of this island we also relocated to the other land because of floods. But we didn't have these early warning systems which we have today under the DMMU, under the Office of the Vice President. But in Western Province, we have got two areas, Kasaya in Mwandi and also Sioma, Mbeta here in Sioma district. It will really going to benefit the people because basically we are looking at the early warnings which we are looking about here. And those are the issues which we are looking, because we find that there are villages which are already submerged into water. This is an island.
The island has got 2 schools, and when floods rage, provision of education gets disrupted. With the school areas waterlogged, pupils on the island fail to access the very social service that can help change their lives: education. In the eyes of 14-year-old Mbeta Islander Mwauluka Mate, who dreams of becoming a pilot, the flood warning system is a blessing in disguise. This grade 8 pupil at Sindukanya School across the Zambezi River says the siren will help save the lives of many pupils.
The flood was coming. They're able now to cry. Some people know that at this area there's a flood. Yes, that is the job of that instrument. Or some people, there's a difference because the floods, when the flood was coming, some of people who came from far, they are difficult to come to school because they are the flood. Yes, that's why the government come and put that things to help the pupils.
The island has a sad history of losing pupils to the currents of the mighty Zambezi River on their way back from home from seeking knowledge across the waters. It is such incidents that government wants to address, as well as enhance public safety in river catchment areas around the country by introducing the early warning system. On May 12, 2018, Vice President Inonge Winner commissioned the first ever flood warning siren in the country at Mbeta Island. On the same day, Minister in her office, Sylvia Charlie Kosa, also commissioned the twin flood siren at Kasaya area in Mwandi district.
The system we are commissioning today will enhance early warning information that will help my office through the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, the Provincial Disaster Management Committee, the District Disaster Management Committee, and not forgetting the Satellite Disaster Management Committee to plan for impending disasters, disseminate alert warning messages to the people at risk, and also to take quick action in responding to disasters.
Speaking at the commissioning, DMMU National Coordinator explained that government wants to involve communities in disaster mitigation by empowering them to participate in the early warning process.
Empower the community here in Mbeta Island to be the drivers of all their own development and early warning systems, so that should there be any imminent of disaster, the communities will be able to evacuate to safe havens.
The Zambia Information and Communication Technology Authority, ZICTA, believes that information and communication technology can play a pivotal role in safeguarding the social development process of society through innovations such as the disaster warning device.
Amidst global warming and imminent threat for disasters in the 21st century, information and communication technologies today give us many opportunities to circumvent nearly all threats to our economic and social environment. ICTs as a tool presents many opportunities for countries to proactively predict, identify, and put in place mitigants to safeguard human lives and property in the face of danger such as flooding.
The role of lawmakers can never be ignored in galvanizing the electorate.
Climate change has brought with it certain changes which continue to affect the well-being of the people of Sioma. Drought and floods are calamities we have suffered here in Sioma and other neighboring districts in Western Province. In the just ended rain season, we saw how floods brought suffering among our people. We are grateful today that you are here to commission this essential equipment which will help detect adverse weather conditions so that they are adequately prepared for.
And this is how the siren sounds. The DMMU is convinced that community-based early warning to avert disasters is the best approach in mitigating and managing disasters in the country. The agency says it will embark on replicating the installation of flood warning sirens in disaster-prone areas to help avert, mitigate, and manage calamities.
To replicate this in the other areas where we have water bodies, Zambezi, West Bank, in Chavuma, Kalabo, we have Lunga and other areas where we have water bodies. Our vision is really to replicate this so that we're able to warn communities well in advance so that they move to safe havens and that government is able to respond in a timely and efficient manner.
Implementation of such disaster warning systems in the country can enhance the country's capacity to respond, avert, and mitigate impending disasters arising from climatic conditions in order to foster public safety.